look inside the wondrous AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 4. They'll go again here with Williams. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Darius Musa there on the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll run it with Williams. Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On first down, right back to Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. EA Tiburon with the stop.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 4.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A 43-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss, It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
In motion, it's Robinson. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On 2nd down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
3rd, they need 8. Now Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Giants. And even 30 yards.
New York.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plains, and now it's 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard now?
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York.
Giants.
Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead.
Giants 7, Cowboys 3.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Play action now. Prescott. That's to Ferguson once again. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. On 2nd down, it's down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
Good for a Cowboy.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Cordell Flott on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. Incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
59-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense about ready to get going on their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. Dart. Moving to his left. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
4th down, here comes the lefty punter, Jamie Gillen. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. They'll go with Williams. And he's in! Cavante Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. Cowboys are in the lead by the score of 13-7.
13. Giants 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, it is Dart. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On the ground, it's Scalaboo. And he'll work this pass 25 to the 26-yard line. Demarion Overshown there on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing is Dart. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
On 4th down, it's hammer time. The Scottish hammer. Jamie Gillen on to kick. Back deep to receive. The explosive Cavante Turpin. Now fair catch. Signal for and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll try the right side with Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
It's another run here for Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. And the Cowboys add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. On the play fake, here's Dart. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
As a cornerback, you're only going to get so many of these chances each game to make plays in the backfield. And so far, this guy continues to take advantage of them. That's 2 sacks so far. And with the way this game was going, I wouldn't be surprised to see another.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing. Dart. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable. We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Second down, Prescott. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Giants come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll start this on the ground with Scattergood. That one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Once again, it's Scattergood. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, talk things over before 3rd down. To throw is Dart. And that is incomplete. Rondale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Now fair catch called for and taken, and that sets them up in outstanding field position.
At the 41-yard line.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
First and 10.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen
pass.
pass.
Second and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one taken in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Dart going to throw here on second down. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. First and 10. Now Dart. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
2nd and 10. Out of shotgun. It's done. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinton Williams, gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dak gonna run with it himself. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
25 yards on the play. And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
He was brought down by Andrew Phillips. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and goal for Prescott. He'll try to run for it.
Prescott scrambles from
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
On 2nd down, Dart. They'll look to set up the screen here. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In motion, it's Robinson. 3rd and short. Here's Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Quinton Williams there to make the play.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll just have to put downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Dart.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll try and get there on the ground. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Slayton is the man in motion. They'll go play action here with Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff to Scatterboo. And, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Yeah, and he will have a Giants 1st down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
I like that call on 3rd down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on 3rd down, they bring out more defensive backs, they bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating 3rd down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with 3rd down run.
On the draw, here's Scatterboo. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Dart. They'll look underneath here for Tracy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4.
Go get him, go get him, go get him!
Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Scatterboo. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, This offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance for both run and pass.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case...
And he'll take this one in. Dale Robinson. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a two-possession game here late.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point.
The Giants
go for 2.
line up for the 2-point conversion.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 15. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. A pitch comes to Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. Now it's Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. That's brought in right side by Pickens. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Aubrey's And the Cowboys add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing, dart. He's got his man complete to Johnson. A gain there of 20. First down, Giants.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. To the air again goes Dart. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
3rd down, they need 5. On the give, it's Scatterboot. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
No gain on the play.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To throw is Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He has Hyatt complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Dart. going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll indeed go for it, and it's dark. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll run it with Williams. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
At the 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Williams gets it from the pistol. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
The Giants going to call their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. To a knee goes Prescott. And that should do it. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.